Welcome, everyone, to Practical Self-Healing for your soul, heart, mind, and body. This is an ongoing series. My name is Alan Chuck. I'm a master healer and teacher, serving wonderful souls like you from all over the world from the Master Sha Tao Center in Toronto. So happy Monday or happy whatever day it may be whenever you're viewing this short program. Today, I'm going to introduce something that will actually allow this program to serve you for anything, okay? Whatever it is you want to self-heal, okay? Whether it be something of physical pain or sickness of organ or part of the body that's not functioning well, whether it's some emotion, anxiety, depression, worry, anger, or more, or some maybe negative thinking that you'd like to transform, or even a relationship, or your finances or business, or your spiritual journey. Literally anything that you want to self-heal and transform, you can use what I'm going to teach you. You can use the practice that I'm going to share and do with you in today's program. So how about that? Okay. Now, it doesn't mean that all the other programs aren't valuable because they will focus perhaps a little more on a specific issue as the last few programs have done. Now, this is episode 7, and I've introduced the 6 power techniques that Dr. and Master Ji Gang Sha has taught. And we've really only used 4 of them, the 4 that Master Sha has been teaching for all 21 plus years that I've been his student. Body power, using our hands, body position, fingers. Sound power, chanting vibrational sounds, sacred mantras, affirmations. Mind power, creative visualization. And generally for self-healing, it is quite simple. It's quite enough to visualize golden light in that part of your body, that part of your being, where you want healing and transformation. And the most important of the 4 power techniques, I would say the most important of the 6 power techniques, is soul power, which is say hello, which is to connect with the soul, talk to the soul in a very simple way, very simple formula and protocol, and request the healing and transformation that you need, that you want. So for inner souls, we can actually give a command to our inner souls. Wherever it is we want healing and transformation, we can tell that part of our being, do a good job. For outer souls, we don't order other souls around. I hope you don't order other people around, boss people around in your life, especially when you're going to call on the divine, Tao Source, heavenly mothers and fathers, your spiritual fathers and mothers in heaven, whomever you believe in, or even Mother Earth. Are you going to give an order to Mother Earth, our beloved home, our planet, and other souls, okay? But you talk to outer souls and simply request with love, with courtesy, with sincerity, with respect, the healing and transformation you would like to receive. And this is the highest kind of spiritual healing. We call it soul healing because soul is spirit. Master Sha's teaching, there is no difference between soul and spirit. They're just different names for the same thing. And that thing is something that is our essence, and it's the essence of everyone and everything. It is the boss. Soul is the boss. So when we ask souls to help us, they will send us their highest love, light, and more. And we are actually asking to heal the soul, which is the highest and root level of our issues, of our challenges, of our sicknesses. And then, as Master Sha has shared in his one sentence secret, heal the soul and the heart first, then healing of the mind, the body, every aspect of life will follow. Okay, so I'm going to introduce Tao Calligraphy, and this will really be for people who don't know anything about Tao Calligraphy. Then we'll do a practice, okay, for self-healing and transformation of any issue you want to focus on, okay, any issue at all you want to focus on. What I'm going to share will help you. Right, so what is Tao Calligraphy? Well, you see an example over my shoulder here behind me. Tao calligraphy is beautiful calligraphy, beautiful art. But first of all, what is Tao? Tao is just a name. Okay, Lao Tzu, the famous classic author 2,500 years ago of the Tao Te Ching, he just gave the name Tao. It has other meanings in Chinese. It's a Chinese word. It had other meanings in Chinese, but he gave the name Tao to the ultimate creator, the ultimate source, the source of all things. You know, if you believe in heaven, we have earth, we have the universe, countless planets, that and more. But who created heaven and earth? This is Tao. And it's not only Lao Tzu, but many, many different traditions, many cultures in history have a similar concept of creation. Okay? And whatever your concept of creation is, just think of Tao as a name for that creator. You know, many people think that it is God. One God created is the creator. Well, that one God has actually melded with Tao. So it's okay, whatever you want to think. Okay. So Tao calligraphy is source art. And it carries the love, the light, the frequency, the vibration, the healing and transformative power of the source. How can this be in a work of art? Well, it's because of Master Sha. As I've shared about Master Sha in some of the earlier programs of this series, you can go back and view them, I believe. He is a special servant. So when he writes Tao calligraphy, which is a special kind of oneness writing, there's only one disciple of this school, this lineage of calligraphy writing in the whole world, and that is Master Sha, because he was taught it by Professor Li Chiuyun. And Professor Li was the only holder of this form of Chinese calligraphy. She taught the emperor's court, the last emperor of China's family. And she taught this to Master Sha when she was nearly 100 years old. And because Master Sha was such an amazing student, she made him his lineage holder, even though she had previously made a vow to hold this secret and not pass it on. So this secret would have just disappeared with her, but we're so blessed, we're so fortunate that Master Sha was able to study, and of course he's a very quick study, so he quickly mastered this form of writing. But as a special servant, as a high-level spiritual being, he has a more direct and a more deep connection to the divine, to the Tao source, than you or I might have. We all have a connection, but he is able to use that connection and access and pour in Tao source, love, light, frequency, and vibration into every calligraphy that he writes. So this oneness calligraphy becomes Tao calligraphy. So to use it to heal and transform, we connect with it. We're going to use a replica of this calligraphy behind me that is Da-I, 2 characters, and you can see that it's written in one stroke. This is the oneness writing that Master Sha learned from Professor Li. In Chinese, it's Yi Bi Zi, one stroke words, one stroke characters. Okay? And this is Da-I, greatest love. Now, I think I've already shared before that love is the greatest healing force that we have. Love is the greatest healing force that we can access. You know, how do we feel when we are in love, when we receive love, when we give love? We feel relaxed, calm, peaceful, have that nice, warm, fuzzy feeling. We, our minds, our hearts are open, and any kind of like tension, constriction, pain can be released. So love is the most powerful healing force in the universe. And Da'ai is greatest love. It is the message, the information of the greatest love, which is what? Which is divine love, which is Tao source love. Okay? So let us say hello. We always say hello. Please repeat after me. Dear the Tao Calligraphy, Da'ai, greatest love, I love you, honor you, and appreciate you. You have the power to heal, bless, and transform my. Pick one issue, okay? Focus on one issue. You don't want to just be scattered or ask for everything, okay? Focus on one issue. Make your request. Great. I'm very grateful. Thank you. Now talk to your inner souls. Dear soul, heart, mind, and body of my request, okay, whatever it may be. Okay, allergies, I have a few little seasonal allergies, for example, pain in any part of your body, a disease, a sickness, um, brain fog, I talked about that in a recent program, emotional imbalance, as I mentioned, anything, a relationship you want to heal and transform and bring love into, anything you want, okay? Talk to that, I love you, and then give it an order. Give it an affirmation. You have the power to heal and transform yourself. Do a good job. Okay? That's an order. That's an affirmation. That's a message. It's true. And you're just reminding your request, your inner soul, that this is true. It can do it. You can do it together. You can definitely do it together with the Tao calligraphy. Right? Then we connect and we can chant Da'ai, greatest love, which is what we want to receive for our issue. And how can we connect? Well, there are many ways. You can simply hold your hands and face the calligraphy. Hold your palm up and receive the love and light from the calligraphy. Okay? Or even better, you can trace the calligraphy. Follow this path of oneness, of follow this path to Tao source frequency, vibration, love, and light, and connect with it more deeply and bring more of that love, light to your request, even more deeply to your request. Okay, so I'm going to trace the path for you. Let's see if I can do this backwards. Okay, so okay, many of you have studied this, of course. You know the path very well, but I hope you can see this. And there's 3 dots here. And then you come over and make this big roof. And then you come back and make this part here. Looks like an infinity sign, which is actually the oneness writing for the heart, Shin. And then you come down and loop across and make the final cross. Finish with a little flourish, okay? All right, and if you didn't quite get that, you're brand new, you will, okay? But you can just hold your palm up and connect with it. All right, so trace for your request and chant sound power, Da'ai. I will sing it. You can sing with me. And mind power, you can just lose yourself in the tracing. You can visualize light, golden light, coming from the calligraphy to your request, or you can think nothing, just trace. Da-I, 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 da-I. greatest love, greatest love, greatest love, greatest love. Die, comes to my request. Die, comes to my request. Die, melts the blockages. Die, melts the blockages. I give my die to my request. I give my die to my request. Die, 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 die. Greatest love, greatest love, greatest love, greatest love. Die, washes my request. Die, bathes my request. Die, embraces my request. Die, transforms my request. Die, positive message of die. Die, positive message of die. Die, die, So finish your tracing, one complete tracing, finish at the end with this little flourish at the end. And we'll close this practice. So if this is your first time connecting, I know for many of you it's not, but if this is your first time connecting with Tao Calligraphy Power, using Tao Calligraphy Power, congratulations, because next to the soul power, it is the most important and most powerful. So I will be using Tao Calligraphy more and more in future episodes of practical self-healing for your soul, heart, mind, and body. And if you would just close this practice with me, okay? How? Thank you, thank you, thank you. We can also send the love and light down to our lower abdomen. So just visualize all the Da'ai we've received, the light of Da'ai, greatest love, the frequency, the vibration, the message of Da'ai, going to our lower abdomen to close the practice. Make sure we stay very grounded, very connected, and we can say, as usual, how, which means great, good, get well, healed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So please take a moment to share whether this is your first time or your 1,000th time using Tao Calligraphy Power. And I'm very happy if it was your first time. Um, and as I said, I will use it more and more in future episodes of this program. So let me scan your comments. Thank you all for joining me today. And welcome, Dr. Linda. Oh, I didn't even expect an assistant. I'm so happy and honored to have an assistant. Welcome, Jennifer and Tasha, Parvana, Felice, Laura. Good morning to you. And Eternal Vanilla. I like that name. Vanille. I think it's Vanilla. My French is not very much. Vanille Eternel. Welcome. I love your name. And Hare Krishna, also powerful name. Parvana, Risto, welcome. Shari, Kiru, Kristen, Manju, good evening to you in Delhi. Lena, Toronto, welcome. And Rosetta from all the way from Australia and everything. So thank you. Thank you, Anita. And let me know if you experienced anything, how you feel. And I will see you next time and also Wednesday for my Heavens Library book program on my personal page. And I will see you next Monday and every Monday, heaven willing, on the Master Sha Tao Center Toronto page. So Sherry says this was wonderful. I really felt the love in the area. That's good. That means you did it sincerely. You did it with your heart. Okay? I feel hopeful and cared for. Great. And that was your own care and the care of the Tao calligraphy, which connects you with the care of the divine, the care of Tao source, the care of many, many heavenly beings, saints, Buddhas, angels, and more. Okay. Calligraphy tracing gets more and more powerful. So obviously Kiru has experienced it before and he's experiencing more and more power. Of course, to do it in a group, more powerful. So join the Toronto Center, any center around the world for very powerful group practices where we work not only with one calligraphy, or even if we do work with one calligraphy, we activate the field of all the calligraphies. In the Toronto Center, for example, more than 100 Tao calligraphies. So thank you, everyone, and have a beautiful week, and I'll see you next time. Love you all. Bye-bye.